Hello, this is Quyn, and today I'd like to share with you a hypnotherapy session to help you overcome stress and anxiety and to restore a sense of calmness and peace within you. Now, this is a general hypnotherapy for anxiety. If you need more specific support, such as things that are related to your anxiety, then please reach out to me. I can provide support for you on the phone or online or in person if you are in Powell River. So enjoy. And the best way to use this hypnotherapy is to listen to this regularly, once a day or once every few days, to achieve optimal results for you. So I'd like you to allow yourself to rest comfortably wherever you might be, preferably lying down or leaning back on a chair that can support your head. And as you rest comfortably wherever you are, maybe lying on your bed or on a couch or a recliner, begin to breathe in and out. Let's do that a few times. Breathing in and out. See if you can allow when you breathe in, your stomach rises, and when you breathe out, it flattens. Because when you breathe with your tummy, it helps you to breathe deeply, and you begin to activate that relaxation system in your body, the opposite of stress and anxieties. So whatever sounds you hear around you, let the sounds fade into the background, so that you can just really allow yourself to drift off into a wonderful, calm and peaceful place. Allow yourself to let go. Any worries or anxieties, just allow them to be put aside for now, so that you can really enjoy this wonderful place to rest and to be calm and peaceful. Let every breath begin to relax you and calm you more and more. And all the sounds are just fading away, so that you can continue to be very calm and relaxed. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count to 3, and I'd like you to open your eyes. And when I count down, I'd like you to close your eyes. We're going to do that a few times, and every time you close your eyes, you feel more relaxed and calm than the time before. So, 1, 2, 3. Let your eyes open. Look as far up as you can towards your forehead. And take in a nice breath. And 3, 2, 1. And close your eyes. Whenever you hear me snap my fingers, you let yourself drift off. Drift off deeper and deeper. It begins to feel really good, really wonderful. Now again, 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. Look as far up as you can. Breathe in. 3, 2, One, and close. Feeling yourself sinking even deeper, deeper onto the spot that you're lying down. Moving deeper inside yourself. And now one more time. Now this time your eyes may feel really, really heavy when you try to open them. Just do what you can. 1, 2, 3. Try to open your eyes. And taking a nice breath. 3, 2, 1. And close. As you let them close, you feel really good. Very relaxed and calm. Feel a wonderful wave of relaxation begins to wash over you from head to toes. Starting at your head, allow all the muscles around your scalp, your forehead, your eyes to be loose and very relaxed. Allowing the muscles around your eyes, your face, your jaws, your lips, just let them be loose and very, very relaxed. Every breath calms you and relaxes you. Let that nice relaxation move down your neck, down your shoulders, your arms, all the way down to your fingers and your fingertips. All the tensions, all the tightness are just flowing out of your fingertips. And throughout this session, you may hear my voice the entire time. Or sometimes you hear my voice and sometimes your mind just drifts off. Or perhaps at some point you may not even hear my voice at all, and your mind drifts to a wonderful place where you may not even aware of what's going on. So wherever your mind goes, just let it be, because your creative unconscious mind will just let you benefit from this session however that feels right to you. You're able to drift off deeper and deeper in your own time, in your own way. And perhaps that might mean to feel a little more relaxed than you did before you begin this session. Or perhaps you let yourself be really relaxed, and however you enjoy the session, you do that in your own time, in your own way. And now allow that wave of relaxation to flow down your neck, down your back, your chest and your stomach, loosening all the tightness, all the tensions there. Let it flow down your hips, down your thighs, down your knees, and all the way down your legs, down your toes, and out of your toes. allowing all the muscles, all the cells, all the tissues, all the fibers in your body to be loose and very relaxed. Feeling really good, isn't it? Feeling wonderful. You're doing great. You are benefiting in this session, however feels natural to you. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things. But it doesn't matter if you find you can't imagine all the things I'm asking you to. You might even find your mind wandering quite a bit, so that my voice just fades into the background. But that doesn't matter either. The sound of my voice is going to continue to relax you, and it really doesn't matter if you don't hear a word I say, because very soon now you are going to be more relaxed than you have ever known. Imagine yourself standing on the top of a very green hill on a tropical island. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders, and you can see the long grasses around you moving slightly in the gentlest of breezes. When you look down the hill, you can see a narrow winding path that disappears into the forest. And beyond the forest, you can see the ocean with sunlight from the clearest of blue skies cleansing off the tops of the waves in the bay. So that the whole ocean seems to shimmer and sparkle. You begin to move lazily and easily down the path, with the ferns and grasses brushing gently against your legs as you pass. And you just catch the faint smell of salt borne in on the breeze. And become aware of the distant sound of the ocean on the shore. Maybe hear seabirds calling faintly from a long way off. You marvel at the deep sense of calmness and tranquility that sweeps over you as you move on down and down towards the forest. Moving so easily, so effortlessly, you feel almost as though you are floating on air. And in no time at all, you find yourself drifting through the trees, the leaves closing overhead to form a canopy. The branches making an irregular pattern against the clearest blue of the sky. It's pleasantly cool in the forest, and the gentle sound of the birds singing, echoing faintly, and the scent of the trees and undergrowth relaxes you still further. As you move easily into the inviting depths, becoming lazier and lazier with each step you take. You can hear a stream somewhere, its gurgling sound gradually mingling with the sound of the ocean. As you follow the winding path down and down towards the beach that you know is in front of you, weaving through the trees and brushing aside the occasional piece of foliage, until quite suddenly you feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders, and you begin to find yourself a beautiful deserted beach. A beautiful golden shoreline sweeping away in a gentle curve in front of you. To a distant point where the trees seem to come right down to the shoreline, so that their branches actually seem to overhang the ocean itself. You can feel the sand warm between your toes as you stroll lazily across the broad beach to the water's edge. The sand becomes a darker golden color when you get there, and you enjoy the change to a moist, firm coolness underneath your feet as you wander along the shore, leaving a lazy trail of footprints in the sand behind you. Every so often, a larger than usual wave sends rivulets of water forming around your feet, and as they recede, you notice how the sand is washed away from tiny colored pebbles glinting like jewels in the sun. The smell of the ocean, the sunlight on the waves, the sound of the water hissing over the sand. All these things seem to create a sense of timelessness for some unknown reason. And you find yourself comfortable, positioned a grassy hollow maybe, to just sit and gaze out across the rolling depths to the horizon, trickling warm golden sand idly through your fingers. There's a faint haze which makes it difficult for you to see exactly where the sky stops and the ocean starts. And as you try to fathom this out, you see a small white cloud appear from somewhere near the horizon. It comes towards the island quite quickly, growing larger as it approaches, until it's immediately overhead. The largest, fluffiest, whitest cloud you can ever remember. And you somehow know, just by instinct, that you can let all of your worries, all of your cares, all of your fears, all of your anxieties just drift up towards this largest white cloud. You can actually see them drifting away from you in a long, slow spiral. Maybe like smoke from a bonfire, just spiraling away from you towards this large white cloud. The cloud absorbs all of your worries into itself, swallowing up all of your fears, your anxieties, your stresses, and becoming steadily darker all the time until, just as it reaches its darkest, just as the last part of that spiral of your worries and cares and anxieties disappears inside it, the sun bursts through, dispelling every one of your worries, every one of your fears, your anxieties, to the edges of the universe, leaving you totally relaxed and perfectly at ease with yourself, without a single care in the world. Now, all of your troubles and cares having floated away from you, you settle yourself down into a comfortable position and just drift off into a deep and relaxing sleep. And while you sleep, you have a dream. You dream you are walking down a long corridor, stretching away in front of you in a long, gentle curve. So long that you can't actually see the end of it. But you know that this corridor is in the very depths of your creative unconscious mind. In the part of your mind that knows just what to do and just how to do it. And as you begin to move along this beautiful corridor, becoming even more relaxed, even more lazy, you realize that time and space are beginning to lose their meaning. And slowly the walls of the corridor seem to dissolve, leaving you in a large room. The room is full of a gentle golden light that relaxes you still further. And you suddenly realize, with a surge of inspiration and pleasure, that what you once saw as limits are merely stepping stones to greater success. It suddenly dawns on you, with a surge of joy and anticipation, that what once seemed to you to be the limits of your personality, your skills, your abilities are nothing more than stepping stones to even greater success. One wall of the room is like a huge television screen with words and images flashing across it too fast for you to see. And as you realize this, information is being transmitted to different parts of your mind and body. And as you use your mind to will it to stop, as you do so, the screen clears and the word "ready" appears in large flashing letters. And now your mind is prepared and receptive to everything I'm going to say to you. And everything I say will be accepted and acted upon by your subconscious and creative unconscious mind. It will have a steadily increasing effect upon the way you think, the way you feel, the way you behave over the coming days and weeks and years. And every moment, every breath, you feel more and more calm, peaceful. You feel wonderful, really wonderful. And now, in a few moments, I will count from 10 down to 1. As I count from 10 down to 1, I want you to imagine that you are standing at the top of a staircase. A staircase with 10 steps leading down, with each and every number that I count down from 10 down to 1. Imagine that you are taking a step down one of these steps on the staircase. Each and every step, each and every number that I count, relaxing more and more. Relaxing you, your body, your mind, more and more. And when I get down to number 1, the last step, I then want you to imagine that at the count of 1, that you are stepping out onto the garden of your life. So, ready. 10. Imagine now taking that first step down, relaxing more and more as you do so. Just feeling, just being completely calm. 9. And imagine taking the next step down. More and more calm, more and more relaxed. 8. And the next step down now. Another step closer to stepping out into the garden of your life. 7. The next step down now. Even more relaxed, calmer and calmer still. 6. The next step down now. Calmer and calmer still. More and more relaxed. 5. The next step down. even closer now to step out into the garden of your life. 4. The next step down now, drifting deeper and deeper, relaxed, feeling calmer and calmer. 3. The next step down now, even calmer, feeling even more relaxed. 2. Deeper and deeper relaxed, calmer and calmer. And 1. And imagine now just stepping out into the garden of your life. That's right. Breathing in with your nose and out with your mouth. And as you imagine stepping out into the garden of your life, and as you imagine yourself now in this garden looking around, noticing the wonderful trees, the beautiful flowers, the wonderful grasses, maybe hearing the birds in the trees, whistling the tunes to each other. Just imagine now being in the garden of your life. And all the wonderful things which are in the garden of your life can symbolize all the wonderful things in your life. All the wonderful things in this garden can symbolize the special people in your life. Just imagine and just enjoy this in this wonderful garden. And as you imagine yourself in this wonderful, special garden of your life, and as you begin to look around this garden, you notice that scattered around the garden are dried up leaves, and these dried up leaves take away the beauty of this wonderful garden. And as you can begin to sense and can begin to realize these dried up leaves symbolize and represent all the anxieties in your life, the worries, the fears, the stresses. These dried up leaves can represent those negativities, those worries, those fears, those anxieties, frustrations, stresses. These dried up leaves can even symbolize negative events from your past, negative thoughts and feelings you may have experienced throughout your life. These dried up leaves symbolize all the negative conditions in your life. And these dried up leaves seem to take away the beauty of this wonderful garden. And as you imagine being in this garden, you notice a long wooden rake. As you notice, as you imagine that long wooden rake, you now know that you can begin to rake up all these leaves into one pile, ready for the fire which will burn all of these negative conditions from your life completely, so that in a few moments I will count from 1 to 3. And at the count of 3, I want you to imagine going around this garden of your life, breaking up all these leaves, all of this negativity, these anxieties, these worries, these fears and frustrations into one big pile. And at the count of 3, imagine doing that. And I will give you some few moments of silence as you do that in your mind. So 1, 2, 3. Just imagine now going around your garden, raking these leaves into one pile. And I will give you a few moments as you do that. Good. And with this pile of dried up leaves now in one pile, as you begin to look at these leaves, all of these negativity, anxieties, worries, stresses, all in one pile there in the garden of your life. Now I want you to imagine pulling from your pocket a box of matches or a lighter. Whatever you want to imagine. And imagine now striking that match or that lighter and putting that flame into those dried up leaves. Imagine that, and as you do that, you begin to see these dried up leaves now begin to smoke and to begin to catch fire. And all of these negativities, worries, anxieties, stresses, and fears are now being burned out of your life forever. And as you watch leaves begin to catch fire, and as you begin to look up, seeing the smoke rising up now, as you see the smoke rising up, you begin to sense the smoke carries with it those anxieties, those worries, those negativities, those fears and stresses being carried away in that smoke, leaving your life forever. And as you watch that smoke climb higher and higher and higher and higher, you begin to feel a wonderful sense of relief. A wonderful sense of relief, being freed. You are now being freed from all those negativities from your life. And the last of those leaves now begin to burn away. And the tail end of the smoke becomes thinner and thinner. As the tail end of the smoke becomes thinner and thinner, and begin to now feel for you like a weight, like a burden has been lifted. Absolutely lifted off your shoulders. You begin to feel a wonderful sense of relief. And as you now look back out onto your garden, which is now being cleared of all those negativities and stress and anxieties and fears, you notice in your garden a wonderful beam of light shining down. And this wonderful beam of light draws you near, draws you towards it. And as you walk towards this wonderful beam of light, the wonderful beam of light draws you closer. You begin to feel completely safe and calm and peaceful and relaxed in yourself, feeling really wonderful, even more wonderful than earlier. And imagine now standing in and bathing in this wonderful beam of light. As you bathe in this wonderful beam of light, it's almost like this beam of light knows exactly what it is you want in life. As you bathe in this beam of light begins to give you all those wonderful qualities, all those feelings of positivity, feelings of strength. This beam of light gives you exactly what it is you want in your life. And as you bathe in this wonderful beam of light now, think about those wonderful things that you now want in your life. And this wonderful beam of light now draws these things into your life. Just imagine that. And I will give you a few moments so you can do that. And all of these wonderful qualities become stronger and stronger for you every single day. And now it's time to step out of this light, to step back into your garden, which has been cleared of all those negativities. So imagine stepping out now, back into the garden of your life, which has been cleared of all negativity. And as you step back out into the garden of your life, it feels now so wonderful to be in this very peaceful place, free from stresses, free from worries, free from anxieties or fears, and free from all negativities. And you notice in your hands, you are now carrying some special seeds of change. And as you notice these seeds that you are carrying, you begin to know instinctively what these special seeds are, where they are needed in the garden of your life. And I want you to now imagine going to that aspect of your garden. And as you do, you notice the soil is fully prepared. The soil is rich and is fertile, ready to receive these wonderful special seeds of change. And imagine now planting these seeds into the soil, covering the soil over those seeds, and watering those seeds. And day by day now, week by week, and month by month, these special seeds of change grow stronger and stronger for you. And these positive qualities become more and more real for you every single day. And so from here on, you become calmer, more creative, more peaceful in your mind. You become a calmer, more positive person, able to face different situations and handle them with ease, with calmness and effectiveness. Regardless of how challenging situations are, you are able to approach them with calmness, peacefulness, and with creativity. And the beautiful thing about your mind and your body is the calmer your mind and your body are, the more creative you are at finding solutions in your creative subconscious and unconscious mind to help you resolve situations, to help you respond to situations calmly, effectively, peacefully. And it becomes that wonderful cycle of positivity, wonderful cycle of calmness and peacefulness in your life. And so, in a moment, I'm going to count to 10. If you like to drift off to sleep after this, then you drift off into a wonderful dreamland where you sleep peacefully and deeply. Or if you like to arouse yourself after this session, then when I count to 10, you feel absolutely relaxed, very refreshed and energized, feeling calm and peaceful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You are now either drifting off into a beautiful, peaceful sleep, or you allow yourself to arouse. As you open your eyes, your mind is focused and clear, your body is at ease, relaxed and calm, and your heart is content and feeling wonderful in every way. Thank you for listening. And you are now in the process of restoring calmness and peacefulness in your mind and your body.